Hello everyone, this is Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, also known as D-Mom sometimes. And I'm supposed to have commentators here, but they're not feeling very well right now, so if at any point you feel like donating during the run, if you want, feel free to wish them well. And yeah, Dark Messiah, it's a source engine game, modified source engine. Some of you might know what that might mean. But for those of you who don't, I will try to explain everything during the game. The estimate is tight and the run is dense, so I hope everything works out well. Time starts once this loading screen disappears, and I'm going to start a new game on normal because I am not a capital G gamer. So yeah, I'll start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Master Fenric.
Yes.
I'm here, sir.
So this is Fenric. I am Sereth, apparently. I haven't played this game casually, I don't know what's going on. But you can kick this guy in the cutscene, because why not? So the first thing you'll see in this prologue is bunny hopping, or at least some form of bunny hopping. It looks a bit weird because it doesn't really work like in other Source games, and I have to actually use the spacebar. I can't use the scroll wheel to bunny hop, which is one of the caveats of this game. But this prologue actually also serves as a nice introduction to some of the strats to this game. For example, the bunny hopping, and the second one right here is saving and loading. Breaks the game pretty often. Right here it resets the chain animation, so I can climb up a little bit quicker. Oh, whoops. I think I realized. Yes, sorry. I pressed the button. I was not supposed to press. Anyway, it's not a big setback, so I'll break these here. And another intentional save load this time, which resets my movement speed when carrying something, because otherwise I would be a little bit slower. I'll take the box with me, because I need it for a clip later on. And over here on this hill is the first weapon of the run, which unlocks the second main mechanic of this run, which is weapon boosting. And I'll show a bit later how that looks. Another intentional quick save, quick load, just for the added speed. And here's the same at the first clip. Pretty self-explanatory. That was the weapon boosting I was going to show off, but it didn't really work. Pretty self-explanatory clip. You get stuck in an item or not. These barrels are a little bit finicky, so this might take a couple of tries here. But you get stuck in an item and the game doesn't really know where to put you. There we go. And it just puts me on the first free place it can find, which just so happens to be behind this gate.
What now, Master Fenric?
And right here the game is trying to clear my inventory because this is a tutorial area. I'm not supposed to take anything with me. I'm just gonna throw my sword away and pick it back up after I hit the trigger. And now I have the sword from the prologue for the rest of the game, which I can use for some nice weapon boosting. But I'm going to be replacing the sword in a bit with some nicer weapons, which can do a bunch of more things. And I'm not sure if I put the skill point into melee combat. I'll have to double check that real quick, real soon. But in the next level there is supposed to be like an auto-scroller type of cutscene, which I'm supposed to be in, but I can break that as well by, again, quick saving, quick loading. Right as the level loads right here, I hope I did that correctly. So should be off the horse here.
There it is.
Yes, there I go. And I did put a skill point into it, so that's good. And now here's unfortunate 9 seconds of silence. I'll explain later why. Alright, there I go.
I hope so. It's been pretty
That is called a pause launch. And when you stand on an edge in this game, for some reason, you slide forwards. And if you just pause during it, the game just continuously builds up speed during it. And we can use that to slide off slopes in the terrain and other objects to go very far. It's very helpful throughout the run. Go on an invisible wall here, no big deal. And you might have realized here, typical Source fashion, this entire game mostly consists of spawning a level and going to the end level trigger as fast as you can. Same thing right here, I flip through this gate, skipping a big cutscene. And I get the hay bell because this end level trigger's in the sky and I have to like just jump into it. And that's there. Cool. That's not really supposed to happen, but I could move around before the cutscene here and just kick the guy. Normally I would be talking to him and he would inform me very kindly that there are some assassins after me. But I kicked him before he could say a word to me. So I hope I'm gonna try a really cool trick here. Hold on. Dang it. I could have sloped off that barrel here and went up here instantly. That would be really cool, but trick is hard. So I just have to manually just walk up an almost 90-degree pillar. No big deal, just demon moment.
It's gone.
So here's a this level is kind of a chase scene or chase sequence. We didn't really care much about that. That's the goblin we were supposed to chase. He has some item we don't really know about, but we also care about. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's the Chantary Crystal. A couple more movement things here, and another mini pause launch. And this is the first out of bounds of this run on this map coming up here. I just need to quickly go into this window and pick up a skill point, because yes, this game has also skills and skill points, which I will make use of later on. It gives me this nice little animation that's absolutely not distracting at all. If this clip could work any day now, thank you. And because of, like I've already mentioned a couple times, saving and loading is pretty broken. Just like here, I need to save load 7 times. And this is just the entropy of source games. Once they get optimized enough, it's all down to just saving and loading. Which is why I'm not doing all the tricks that the record is supposed to do. So I'm mixing and matching a couple of different tricks to sort of accommodate RTA a little bit better. And I actually forgot to count. I think I'm at 7 right now. I should be in bounds. Yes, good. Okay. Failing that can be pretty annoying. Alright, next map is a cutscene again, but I kick at the correct time to just interrupt the game, putting me into the cutscene.
What happened?
And a tricky clip right here. First try, nice.
What are you?
It seems
And upcoming is a pretty cool movement section here.
Necromancer. Please tell him no.
Also Fnzzy, first try.
The direct approach is working.
And now I just need to get again into the change level trigger over here, which in this case, oops, press again. Demon moment. Yeah, clips are pretty finicky in this game, so we've removed most of them. A couple are still in the run, like this one. I could have done something else, but I want to keep saving and loading to a minimum, like I said, RTA. And next map is going to be pretty interesting, because there's going to be a 40-second long cutscene in a boat where I'm talking to Liana, an NPC we haven't really seen so far. And I don't really feel like doing that, so I'm going to do something really convoluted. I'm going to item hover a book in this map, which, oh, maybe I don't, because I had to set that up. Well, I'll guess the position, because I need to do it blindfolded. And I did actually not set up for that, so we might just watch a cutscene and have some time for donations. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Either way, it works out well. Either we go fast, or we have some donations coming in. Like I said, I have to do this in the dark, so I'll probably not really get it. Also, item hover, I'm gonna explain this later, don't worry. Pause precisely here when the fade out happens. Maybe here? We'll see. See how it goes. Pause champ? No book. Okay. We have about 30 seconds for donations, if you would, please.
Yes.
I would, please. We have an anonymous $25 donation saying, shout-outs to Greg and Janice.
Shout out.
That donation goes to the Batman Beyond costume choice for Batman Arkham Knight main story. And remember, your choices for that are Batman 1989, Batman Beyond, Batman vs. Superman, and The Dark Knight. And Batman 1989 is currently in the lead with $355. So if you want any of those other costume choices, get those donations in, please.
Thank you for that. And now 11 minutes or 11 seconds of silence. Because pause launch. I actually looked at the clock. I could explain to you that I'm going to do another item hover now and can actually explain to you now what that is. Hopefully no damage here, please. Thank you very much. So, how to item hover. Go into the position where you want. Open inventory, pause, drag it out, save load. Because source game, entropy, save loading. And now, how to climb clip. Go back, climb it and grab it at the same time, and you should clip right through. That's really difficult, please clap. No, it is actually, if you know something about source games, it is kind of tick perfect, which kind of translates to frame perfect. I had to climb and grab that thing at the same time, which can usually take a couple of attempts. Same thing here, different concept. No, same concept, different execution. I want to climb and grab this guy while he's laying there, and that doesn't click me backwards, but for some reason it doubles my coordinates wherever I am right now. Let's see how long this takes. Oh, not very long. Very good. Yeah. I'm not even going to bother how this works. No one knows. For some reason, it doubles your coordinates. And it only happens twice in the record run. I'll do it 3 times in this showcase, and in the record run it happens only twice back to back. So in this map here, this is usually the more tricky one. Let's see how many times I have to try this. 1, 2, I guess I'll count that. Okay, 3 times. So you might have missed there, just like in the intro where I dropped my sword to pick it up back later. I did the same thing right there. And this was shown to me yesterday. Shoutouts to Dogmeats for that trick, for linking me a clip of another Russian streamer who is currently learning how to run this game, whose name I sadly forgot. So I'm giving Dogmeats the credit for linking me the clip of the guy who actually found it.
Even more closely, and some of my powers are yours to command.
Where's Aaron?
Gone with the skull.
So that happens.
Hurry to stop him.
Oh yeah, I guess I technically died, lore-wise. I almost got that sick trick. And now I have my inventory taken away from me, which is also why I dropped my daggers, otherwise I would still have them. But my inventory got empty. And this is also the start of the section where it's really difficult to navigate through these tight passages here, because all of these slopes on the ground kind of they can stop you dead in your tracks, just randomly. Alright, there I go. Just using slopes off the terrain combined with dagger boosting. Oh yeah, I have not talked about that yet. So different heavy attacks of the weapons, that's what the word is. They give me a certain animation, and that animation gives me momentum. And if I jump during that momentum, I can carry it further into a big launch. Like here, for example. Just leave that Cyclops behind.
That beast looks familiar.
A Cyclops in captivity.
Right again.
I'm impressed.
Right. Yeah, this is sort of the main speed tech of this game. Just dagger boosting everywhere, and of course some stamina management. The bar in the bottom middle, that's my stamina. I don't have infinite. That would be pretty cool. Oh yeah, new glitch over here. Just in the route in general, not necessarily super new for us, but hope this works. Yeah, so imagine... Oh, dang it! I'll try it once more. Twice more, because it looks very cool. If it doesn't work, I'll go back to the default boss launch. This is not gonna go high enough, I assume. Just barely. But yeah, imagine the joke of sitting on a chair and pulling the chair up and then flying with it. That's sort of the same concept over here. Alright, sadly I'm probably not gonna get this, so I'll go back to pleb strips. Oh no. Where do I go? Here. Haven't done this in a while. Right. This is 6 seconds of waiting. It doesn't really save any more time using the basket. It's maybe like a second faster. Whoops. Ooh, I survived that. Very good. Yeah, it doesn't really save time. It just looks very cool. It's like a second faster, maybe. Would have been cool to show off. I'm sure I'll get a bunch of messages in Discord right now as we speak. Also, another climb clip right here. Very soon. Worm. Dead. Should not be dead. Okay, try this again. I want to land on the slope to negate my fall damage. I have to get a good boost to get there. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. And careful not to walk into the fire, because it does damage me. And I'm gonna try the climb clip here again. Yeah, this is the thing with the climb clips. If I accidentally grab it or I fail it, I have to reload, and for RTA, that's okay. And I fix it by safe loading. Yes, of course. It's a source game. You can fix it by safe loading every time. Yeah, like I said, the climb clips, if I fail it, I have to reload, and for an RTA setting, that's usually not the preferred method of doing it, but it's pretty cool, and it's pretty fast as well. Also, 13... Oh, I don't trust this. Yes. 13-second pause not. So if you have one donation...
I do have one donation. I have a $10 donation from Elgu who says, "Best of luck to Fnzzy with the run. Happy to see this game on ESA again."
Thank you. Oh, dang it. I saved. Yes, okay, good. So that one is probably one of my favorites, because it's just all the way up this giant tower here in one continuous sweep. Ooh. I almost Cropaxed this. I love you, Cropax. Don't be mad at me. He died a bunch at a previous ESA here, over here, and he got stuck. That was pretty sick. I didn't expect that to work. You sort of have to snipe that chain across the room and not directly aim it. I'm actually gonna... Where's the button? There's the button. Full health potion. Good. Just for safety. Yeah, you have to snipe that chain from all the way over without really seeing it, and you can't directly aim at it, or you miss it. Also, after the second dagger boost, you sort of have to stop your movement, and you have to hold S at a precise time. It's a bit tricky, but it looks really cool. Also here, just run off and whoops, not that. But if I run off in the correct way, I should bounce off a rock down here and not take any damage. Very good. And this pretty much marks the end of this weird cave system chapter with the confusing terrain. And there's about a 1-minute cutscene here. And if there's anything to shout out, please feel free to do so.
Going to tell the nice man the truth, my love.
Actually, I do have one anonymous $50 donation with no comment, and another anonymous $50 donation with no comment. However, this one has put forward $25 for Finish, Crash Mind Over Mutant Any %, and $25 towards Big Head Mode in Batman Arkham Knight.
Thank you, Anonymous. That guy is sick. Keeps donating.
I'm going back to Stonehelm to the Necromancer lairs under the city.
Oh, also, may I suggest a donation incentive for the Robo Vacuum steering wheel? It's gonna be really fun.
So you begin to build your army.
Yeah, cutscene over, and because this is a marathon run, I am obligated to mention that this is the shortest chapter of the game. There's a bunch of gameplay over here that we can just skip because they somehow put the change lever trigger right behind the skate where it can just clip to. So, yes. Time save.
Aw, poor Leanna. It's just as well. She would have been shattered.
Also, earlier I said that source games are pretty much get to the end level trigger, and there is not really any quest or objective to do in this game. This map is really the only exception to that quote-unquote rule, I guess. Because I cannot, well, I can get to the change level trigger, but it doesn't really activate without a guy being there. So I have to actually do this quest, I guess you could call it. Also another climb clip. Yeah, I have to do the quest for this guy to open the Ow. Get away. Yeah, to open the door, back to that. And only then the change level trigger will activate. If that wasn't the case, I could just straight go there, and this map would be a lot shorter. Grab this or touch this door to activate the cutscene. then just come over here and
smells like dead meat.
get the sword out. And if you look at the bottom left of my health bar, there's a tiny other bar next to it, and every time I hit this guy, it fills up a little. That's my adrenaline meter. And once it's full, please get full. Just like this. Okay, good save. I didn't think that would work. I can kill this guy in one hit because I'm playing on normal. And I touch the door again to activate the cutscene. Actually, this go over here. So my item management is on point for the rest of the run. I actually missed this in the ship split to move my sword over there. So now everything is great again, and I can continue. And while I do this, I can get some potions, some mana potions over here. I need for some skills that I'm gonna unlock right now. And this is the guy who needs to open the door for me. Sometimes he can get stuck here, so I'm just gonna stand here for him to block the way. And I'm gonna get Sanctuary, a skill which I don't know why is in the game. It makes you pretty much invincible for 10 seconds. Not pretty much, it does make you invincible for 10 seconds. It's really OP and obviously really good for a speedrun where you fling yourself across the map. So without taking any fall damage, you can fling even further, which is great for us. I'll use it once here, and it kind of gives you this weird goop on the screen, which is also not super nice to look at during the run, but will make do for invincibility. That's the price you pay.
Give me a sword.
This is a straightforward web. You just traverse it with some dagger boosts and some clever routing here. I think there's more involved to this map. Like I said, I have not played this game casually. I could not tell you. Here's some zombies I actually need to block here, otherwise they could poison me. And my stamina management is not great right now, so I need to walk a bit slower here. Do a double dagger boost over to here. And I hope I'm not hover-feeted. I'm hover-feeted, hover-footed, hover-feet, whatever you want to call it. And I couldn't do this clip otherwise, so I had to drop the haybar real quick and get back up. And this next map is something that, in a real, quote-unquote real, in an actual record attempt, it will look quite different. So I'm going the staircase up here, but in an actual record run, you would get stuck in like a mushroom. And I didn't explain this earlier, how I got back inbounds with the saving and loading. But when you're out of bounds in the source engine, when you save and load, at least in this version, you go up by just a couple of centimeters every now and then. Which, what am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, this. Which you can use to obviously clip somewhere. Oh, here it is. Oh no, yeah. This is why I don't like the Paukai. This is why we do the thing. And I'm sort of jumbling over the explanation while trying to dodge this wyvern, these attacks that keep messing me up. And you can actually get really unlucky and get this guy into rapid fire mode, and he keeps knocking down your items that you place down, so you can't actually continue. Like that. Thank you very much for that. I swear I'll get to the explanation that I was supposed to do. Alright, good. Finally. So, yeah, in the beginning of this map, we would actually save load all the way up through the staircase to completely skip the Paukai spawning trigger. And that just, it saves a lot of time. It saves the whole walking time, because also, yeah, if you don't know, this game is timed in in-game time. So every time we save and load, can this work? Every time we save and load, it doesn't really add to our total time. You know what? I'm just gonna, I'm gonna open this gate. Yeah, every time we save and load, it doesn't really add to our final time, so we can sit in this map and save and load for 2 minutes at a time, not at a time. We can save and load for just 2 minutes to get all the way up and not lose a single millisecond. And yeah, in an RTA setting, that's not really viable, sitting here looking at a loading screen for 2 minutes. So I'm opting to do the Paukai spawning strat, which can be a bit annoying, but it's obviously faster RTA. Oh yeah, I should mention, if you are photosensitive, please tab out right now. Hopefully that was early enough. You can tap back in. I apologize, I should have mentioned something earlier. I kind of forgot. I hope it's fine, there was only one bright flash, so excuse me if that yes. Bit of a tricky jump here, also no issue. And this is the third mantle warp of the game. That it's not really in the normal route, but I'll do it here because RTA again. And it looks pretty cool, if I get it. Let's go up here. And, sir? Sir, come with me. Thank you. I'll just need you to go right here. Oh yeah, first, second try. Very good. And there should be time coming up any second. Whoops. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just die. And respawn. Alright, do this. Yes, time should be coming up. This is the last map. So, I'll manage to hit the button myself because there's a tiny downtime between me actually pressing the last input and having time call. I should have sanctuaried there. Ooh, I did not save, so I'm loading an autosave real quick. Yeah, if you want to run this game, don't do it like me. Actually use your skills that you unlock. So there's a big giant boss fight supposed to be here. But you can skip that by just picking up this thing and putting it back down, and that's time. Oh no, 30 seconds over. Oh well. Well, that's Dark Messiah. Some things that I really wanted to show off didn't work. Some other things went surprisingly well, so it evens out. Shoutouts to my commentators who couldn't be here, sadly. Hope you're feeling better soon. And yeah, I guess that's it for me. Thank you very much.